Hi everyone, this is Vedeshwari and welcome back to my channel Analytics Through My Lens. If you enjoy learning about data analytics and want to grow your skills with me, don't forget to like this video, share it with your friends and subscribe to this channel for more such content. In our previous episode, we covered questions 21 to 25 where we learned about Excel text functions such as left, right, mid, text, trim, concat and choose. If you haven't watched that video yet, I highly recommend checking it out. The link is available in the description box below. In today's episode, we will cover questions 26 to 30. We will learn some very useful functions that help us search data, create dynamic references and work with dates. As always, I will explain every concept using one common dataset so it's easy to understand. Question 26. How does match function work? The match function doesn't return the value itself. Instead, it returns the position of a value in the list. Let's understand the syntax first. Syntax, match, lookup value, lookup array, comma, match type. For example, suppose we want to find the position of employee ID 103. How we will calculate it using match is equals to match, lookup value is 103, lookup array, this is our array, comma, 0 as in exact match. The result will be 4 because employee ID 103 is fourth item in the list. Think of match as asking Excel at what position can I find this value. This function is often used together with the index function. Let's move on to the next question, offset function. Offset is used to return a cell or a range that is certain number of rows and columns away from a starting point. Let's understand the syntax. Is equals to offset reference, comma, rows, comma, columns, comma, height and width. Height and width fields are optional field. How we can use this function? Let's take cell A5 which contains employee ID 101. If you want to move 2 rows down and 1 column right, we can use offset as is equals to offset reference, this is our starting point, comma, 2 rows down, comma, 1 column right, bracket complete, enter. So starting from A5, 2 rows down is A7, that is 103 employee ID, and then 1 column right is B7 which contains a value Ashu Verma. Think of offset is like giving directions on a map. Start from one cell, move to certain number of rows and columns and Excel returns the value from the new location. Moving on to the next question. What is indirect and address function? These two functions work really well together. Let's understand address function first. The address function returns the address of a cell as a text. Let's understand the syntax first. Is equals to address, row number, column number and last 3 fields are optional fields. For example, is equals to address, row number is 7, comma, column number is 2. It will return $B, $7. Notice that this is just a text, not the actual cell reference. Okay. Now let's look at the indirect function. Indirect function in Excel converts a text string into a valid cell reference. Imagine your manager asks you to create one dashboard that pulls data from a different monthly sheet like Jan, Feb, and March. Instead of changing the formula every month, the indirect function can automatically refer to the correct sheet based on the month selected. Let's understand the syntax. Indirect reference text, comma A1. Let's see, this is our cell B108 which contains B7, or here also we can see from address 7,2 we received this cell reference. Now is equals to indirect B7, it will return the value which is present at B7 address. Similarly here as well is equals to indirect Ashu Verma. Excel treats the text B7 as a real cell reference and returns the value stored in a B7, that is Ashu Verma. So remember, address creates a cell address as a text and indirect converts text into an actual cell reference. These functions are useful when creating dynamic reports and dashboards. Let's move on to the next question. How do you extract year, month, and day from date? Suppose Rahul's joining date is stored in this cell B114. Okay, the value is 26 June 26. If we want only the year, we have to type is equals to year cell will get the year, that is 2026. For month is equals to month, 6th month, that is June, is equals to day, 26th day. Excel also provides other useful date functions. For example, to find the day of the week is equals to weekday cell starting from Sunday, 26 comes on a 6th day. Then week number is equals to week number date. This is the 26th week. Then end of the month is equals to end of the month date, comma 0, which means current month's end date, 30/6/2026. If you want to find the end date of the next month, then we have to add 1, 31st July 2026. These functions are very useful when working with the reports based on dates. The last question of the series. What is DATEDIF function? DATEDIF is used to calculate the difference between two dates. Let's say Neha joined on 15th of Jan 2022 and today's date is stored in another cell. To calculate how many years Neha has worked in the company, we can write is equals to DATEDIF open bracket, first date, comma, second date, comma. For year, we have to type Y. 4 years. Same for month, DATEDIF joining date, comma, today's date, comma, inverted M, 53 months. 4 days is equals to DATEDIF joining date, comma, today's date, comma, D. 1624 days. This function is commonly used to calculate employee experience, customer age, contract duration, project timelines. Let's quickly recap what we learned today. Match function finds the position of a value. Offset function returns a value based on rows and column moved from a starting cell. Indirect and address create and use dynamic cell references. Year, month and day extract different part of a date. DATEDIF calculate the difference between two dates. And these functions are especially useful when building dynamic reports and working with the date-based analysis in Excel. And that's it for today's video. We successfully completed questions 26 to 30 from our top 100 Excel interview question series. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like this video, share it with your friends, subscribe to this channel and turn on the notifications. Thank you so much for watching. See you in the next video.